Happy Friday. I didn't record yesterday because I was unfortunately came to work very late and it was interrupted by quite a few people who approached me, and I actually had to go to the DMV yesterday, so went through the DMV process, had to get a real ID. Here in California, you need a real ID to travel domestically. I've been using my passport to travel domestically, so thank God I had that at least. But after living in California for 5 years, as now, I'm going to get my actual California state ID. That's a real ID, so that's good. So I'm happy I finally got that squared away. That's why I didn't record anything yesterday. Also, I was very busy because I traveled from Chinatown all the way to Culver City, and that's a pretty long trek without a car. I don't have a car here, so most of my travels and trek is via bus or train here, or the metro here in Los Angeles, which is very hard to commute by. And I was just so worn down. I was very worn down. And after work, I left work a little bit earlier to go to my therapy session, and I officially got diagnosed with general anxiety disorder. So after damn near 15, 20 years of living like this, I now have an official diagnosis from my actual therapist that I have now. Thank God. But she did diagnose me with general anxiety disorder. And she did say something about like depression, but depression is in remission, meaning it comes and goes. I get extremely depressed here and there, but it comes and goes over the years. So she just said, oh, have, I guess, some kind of chronic depression, but it's in remission or whatever. I don't know what the technical term is. I'm not a therapist. So that's interesting to officially get something, on paper to say what's wrong with me in terms of like stress, anxiety, dealing with, work, life, lifestyle, whatever. And to have that actually by a medical professional telling me this. So I'm finally happy that it's got squared away. With that said, I'm going to reach out to my GP to get the assessment done from them so they can get the paperwork filled out by the HR so I can take my medical leave. So I'm still working on my medical leave, that's another thing I'm still working on, and hopefully within the next week or two I can get that figured out and squared away. I finally got my onboarding paperwork from this gym job I finally got. I'm now officially hired on. I got my onboarding paperwork like 2 days ago at night. It came at night, and I was like, oh. I woke up and I'm like, oh crap, I finally got it after 2.5 months of waiting for this part-time job to kick in so I can make a little bit of side income and use that to compound with my personal training business as well, to train people at an actual gym as an actual personal trainer. So I'm finally happy it's happening. I'm glad this is all cultivating now. It's good timing because, we're in the last few months of the year. We're like 3 months away from the end of the year. Summer's wrapping up in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I just want to actually do something more tangible. This is definitely something in the right direction, so I'm happy for all that. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now on this Friday, finally getting a new ID, diagnosed with general anxiety disorder, which I already knew about, getting this FMLA squared away and starting my new personal training gym job. So there's like, what, 5 new things, I don't know. Anyways, new things are happening. I'm excited, and I'm very happy it's happening now because I don't know. I just was going around through life not really knowing what's going on, and I'm glad something's happening. So it's finally happening, and this is my new Friday update. Didn't provide an update yesterday just because of circumstance and just too many crazy things happening at one time. And I guess I could have pulled out my camera and did something on the fly, but this is it now. Here we are, and this is another day. Happy Friday. Hopefully this weekend will be better than this work week was chaotic, but I'll see it next week. So I'll see how it goes tomorrow. And there will be a tomorrow video too as well. Thank you.